I learned as a singer. It's simple. Breathe deeply. Smile. And never give up. When I was a youngster, both my parents were singers. All my life, my parents were musicians and singers, and I've been a singer all my life. And so from a very early age, I learned the value of deep breathing, breathing from my belly, not a shallow chest breathing, which is really often fear-based, but to take that deep breath from my belly and fill it up like a bellows and then, sing my heart out. So that deep breathing remains with me today. I don't sing as much today as I used to. I used to have a full-time job singing. I now have a full-time job listening, sometimes speaking, and sometimes even singing my song. So the idea of taking that deep breath also reminds us that there are times that we need to take that pause. We need to take that deep breath when we're under stress, when we're under pressure. So as a singer, I've learned, just instinctively now to breathe deeply. I'm feeling afraid. I'm feeling apprehensive. I'm facing something I don't want to face. And these days, that may be the case with many of us. So the idea of deep breathing is to remind ourselves that our bodies are not machines, and we need to honor the way that we function, because sometimes we need to take care of our bodies in ways that we forget. So when we take that deep breath, we're giving our brains the benefit of more oxygen. We're giving our entire bodies the benefit of taking a pause and stretching and breathing in air. Inspiratore, the inspiration of air, and pausing and giving our bodies extra breath, extra spirit. So deep breathing is not something that is complicated. It's not something that's difficult, but it's something that's really important. So I remind myself that sometimes the most important things in life are neither complicated nor difficult, but we forget. So it's important to remind ourselves that the most important things in life sometimes are very simple, and we get distracted, so we know to remind ourselves of what's so simple, like, duh, I should have had a V8. So taking that deep breath, to remind ourselves we can be in control, even when everything around us is going crazy, even when the world around us seems to be losing its mind, that we can take that moment, deep breathing. Breathe in the air, breathe in that pause, breathe in that reminder that who we are is much bigger than the fear or the stress or the anxiety that may be gripping us right now. So that deep breathing has held me in great stead over the decades of my life. So that's one of the lessons that I've learned from singing. Breathe deeply. Take that pause. Be good to your body. Honor the value of breath. The second thing that I learned as a singer long ago was the importance of the smile. That inner smile, the power of that inner smile, so that the eyes are always kind of twinkling. And when I'm singing something that's very melancholy or very tragic, and in the days I was singing opera, those tragic, very painful arias, nonetheless I was smiling, that inner smile. Because what's the smile? The smile lifts our energy. The smile literally lifts everything here. And you can feel when you smile, there's something about your eyes that they can't help it. They have to twinkle, right? So likewise, when you smile, you have that inner smile as a singer. It serves to keep you on pitch, meaning keeps the sound on balance. So if you're feeling cranky, if you're feeling annoyed, if you're feeling afraid, if you're feeling out of sorts, to remind yourself that the power of the smile is not just for the other person, it's also for you. It's to remind yourself that you have a power at your fingertips, literally, all the time, to diffuse a conflict, to diffuse your own anxiety. Often with the clients that come to me, whether right now on Zoom or phone or Google Hangout or whatever the platform is, my goal is to have them smile, if not laugh, in the midst of their conversation with me, because it lifts everything. So the smile is important, because now if you choose to smile in the midst of being upset or afraid or anxious, you're also reminding yourself that you're not a victim, that you can choose to take that pause to smile, perhaps to smile at an adversary, perhaps to smile at someone who's ready to attack you or criticize you, to remind yourself and to remind them that you don't have to take their criticism literally or seriously. So smiling is very powerful. Again, it's simple, doesn't cost anything, and it makes a big difference. There are often stories told about the power of a smile to actually influence someone from jumping off a bridge because they were feeling so much despair. And as they're on their way to the bridge to jump off because they're feeling that there's no way out, someone smiled at them. And it changed everything for them. I can't explain that. It's the mystery of life. But it happens. We hear stories about it all the time. So the power of the smile is incalculable. It is something that we can't begin to add up the value and the power of it. But you and I know that it goes a long way to giving us power, to empowering us, and empowering a conversation perhaps with others in which you diffuse a possible conflict. So the smile is very, very important. I'm very grateful as a singer to have learned that lesson so long ago. And then, never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. I remember the first time I was in a recital, I think I was 9 years old, and I was singing my favorite song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I was so scared and so nervous that I forgot the words. But my mother and father, who were both my teachers, were sitting in the front row, and my mother and father had both taught me, never give up. Getting ready for the recital, my mother especially said, honey, if you forget the music or you forget the words, just keep going. Make it up. Just keep going. Don't stop. Just persist. Keep on going. Trust that somehow you'll figure it out. Well, I don't know, I did. I kept going. I made up some of the words, and everyone knew that I was still standing on my feet and kind of making it all up. Well, at the end of the recital, I got a standing ovation. People recognized that this 9-year-old kid was having her first recital, singing her favorite song, but I forgot the words. I was nervous, but I kept going. That was a very important lesson for me, then and now. I learned from a very early age as a singer, don't give up. Keep singing your song. Don't give up. So you fall down, pick yourself up. Don't give up. Keep on going. It's really important for you to remind yourself that there's always the next moment. If you fall down, pick yourself up. So never give up is one of those wonderful lessons in life. Persist. Just keep on going. So you don't get the gig, so you don't get the guy, so you don't get the job. So keep on going. So years ago, when I auditioned for my dream job in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, I knew that I was destined to have that job. And I got home, and a couple of days later, I got a phone call saying, sorry, we're taking someone else. I was very disappointed, but I had learned to persist, never give up. So I wrote a letter to the president of the congregation, and I said, Susan, I think you've made a mistake. And when you've discovered that you've made a mistake, call me. I'll be waiting. 9 months later, I got the call. Sheila, we did make a mistake. Can you come back and audition again? So I did, and I got the job. I was there 13 years. It was one of the most wonderful jobs and opportunities of my life. But I got the job because I refused to give up. I refused to take no for an answer. There was something in me that said, nope, I got a no. I'm not accepting the no. I put it out there, and, does that happen every time? No. But it's not going to happen at all unless or until you persist. Grab some chutzpah. Have some grit. So never give up. So on this beautiful Saturday morning, beautiful day, which I'm going to go out and enjoy soon, I want to remind you, whatever's going on in your life right now, whatever, just remind yourself to breathe deeply. Give yourself the benefit of deep breathing, of oxygen to your brain, pausing to reflect. The power of the smile, to lift your energy, to shift your intentions, to keep everything on pitch, to remind yourself that whatever's going on, you still have the power to smile just because you can. And never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Just persist. You never know. So I wish you a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.